Hi everyone, Vicki Musney here with today's 5-4 Live. But before I introduce you to our next keynote speaker we want you to meet, I just want to make sure that you are all connected to all of the information that you need. If you are not currently getting our text, I encourage you to sign up for that, and you can do that by simply texting DJS to 22454. That's DJS to 22454. We promise we won't spam you, but you will just get a text alert when there's some important new information coming out about Midwest DJs Live. And of course, you can always go to MidwestDJsLive.com for more information about your education lineup and everything Midwest DJs Live all in one place, including booking your hotel reservations if you haven't done that. So please take a moment and visit MidwestDJsLive.com or text DJS to 22454. I want to also say a quick thank you to today's sponsor, the American Disc Jockey Association, for sponsoring today's edition of 5 for Live. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Joe Fingerhut.
Hello, Vicki. What's up, Midwest DJ Live?
It was so good to see you. We are so excited to have you back at the show. You came last year as an attendee, which I love because you just got to really experience the Midwest feel of our show that we're so proud of. And I guess technically it was 2 years ago because
I was going to say the last time we were in person, I was there.
Yes. And this is I'm really excited. Like, the show has evolved and changed, but the vast majority of our speakers, including Joe, you've been on our original plan. This is our third time now, and we're so excited to make it happen and get to see you in person. I mean, it's still going to be a little bit different, I suppose, with, looking out and seeing an audience full of masks, but you'll be able to tell that we're smiling underneath them. So we're so excited to have you. Joe, a lot of people haven't met you yet unless they happen to sit with you or something at last year's show. So why don't you just tell us the short story version of how you got into DJing and some of the other things that you do as an entertainer?
Sure. Well, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be in front of people. And I love connecting with people. So that led me to traveling. And I lived in Japan, and I met this wonderful lady, and we came back home. We got married, and the DJ was awesome at our wedding. And I didn't know what I wanted to do at that point, but I was like, that guy looks like he is having a lot of fun. Like, I could see myself doing this. And I'm not like the biggest music head, but I'm like, that it wasn't about the music. It was the party, the people. So I go up to my DJ and I'm like, how can I do this? And so about a month later, he's training me, and I just dove into it. And all of a sudden I'm DJing weddings and bar mitzvahs and pool parties and proms and anniversaries, and I'm in front of people. And nobody had ever really laid out like, this is something you can do, but it worked out really well. And I love it.
That's awesome. I'm flashing back because I have teenagers, like, to career day. So there wasn't like a DJ that came to career day at your school and said, hey, this is something you can be when you grow up. But it doesn't surprise me that it was the element of fun that attracted you to DJing. But you do other things that are fun and entertaining. Tell us just a little glimpse. I don't want you to give too many spoilers, but a little glimpse of some of the things that you do.
Well, yes, getting started in DJing built onto a couple things. And I was like, well, if I can have this much fun, how else can I have fun in my life while working, right? And so I hooked up with a small business in St. Louis, doing after-school classes and summer camps, teaching kids magic and juggling. And while I knew how to juggle, I didn't know a whole lot of magic, kind of like I didn't know a whole lot of music stuff to get into DJing. So I started doing that, quickly became a main performer. And then I just started, that was my living. I was entertaining. And then a couple years into it, all of this was working, but I was working for other people. And I was like, what am I dancing around? What's my dream? What I really want to do? And I really want to speak and be a motivational, professional, inspirational speaker. And that's what I started focusing on. Much like the DJ at my wedding, I would go to events and be like, that's what I want to do. That speaker, that person on stage. And so that's really the main thing that I do these days, is a speaker. I travel all over speaking at events like Midwest DJs Live, but I created so much momentum entertaining that I still regularly DJ. I'm doing magic, I'm walking on stilts, juggling, I get paid to play.
I love it. And I think that's all part of the story of how you and I first met too. And we connected because of our common St. Louis roots, even though most people know I was born and raised in the
That's right.
out
I
west.
always forget
My
about that. That's
family
always
is
a
from
reminder.
St. Louis. And so whenever I meet someone at a conference who's from St. Louis, and then the fact that you were a DJ and a speaker, I was like, I know we have mutual friends. We're obviously going to have a lot in common. And I was so excited when you came to live at the last show and then to get you on our speaker docket. So again, not too many spoilers, but give us a little bit. Your keynote speech is called Find Your Genius. Give us a little glimpse of what people can expect from your presentation.
Find Your Genius focuses on just that we all have skills. You know, we're all like our own Liam Neeson, a particular set of skills, right? And just because somebody is good at one thing and you're not, that doesn't mean that you can't succeed doing your version of what makes you happy. So, I mean, for example, when I first started, like I've always been really good with kids. It just comes naturally to me. And I'd be around these other DJs and you're like, oh man, there were a bunch of kids at this event. And I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that. And that led to opportunities, you know, family parties and family events and corporate events and company events. And I just, that was my area. That was one of my areas of genius at the beginning. And that's an example that I use when it's like, listen, not everybody is good at this, but you have that gift. So focus on that and build on that and see where it takes you.
I love that message, Joe. And I know that your presentation is going to be so much fun because everything you do is fun. Thank you for joining us today and letting me introduce you a little bit more to our audience. We're so excited to have you joining us in Milwaukee, April 25th, 26th, and 27th. And I want to say another thank you to today's sponsor, the American Disc Jockey Association. The ADJA offers support, advice, education, and tools needed for DJs to grow their business. For more information about the American Disc Jockey Association, go to adja.org. Also, a reminder that in-person seats are sold out, but you can still fully attend Midwest DJs Live from home. This is not that Zoom webcam shot from the corner of the room. We are providing you a virtual seat at the table with professional broadcast quality production, including 3 different views of the stage, live Q&A opportunities with your keynote speakers and presenters, and an immersive interactive exhibitor area. It is the complete Midwest DJs Live educational and industry experience you've come to know. Get your ticket now at midwestdjslive.com, and we'll see you in Milwaukee or from home.